Some faces haunt our nightmares, some names are whispered in fear, and some horror icons become so deeply ingrained in our minds that we forget a mask, a makeup effect, or even a shadowed figure can be more than one performer. Yet, through all the changes, one name often stands above the rest. In the world of horror cinema, a killer's legacy is often shaped by the actor behind the mask. But what happens when that mask is passed from one performer to another? Let's take a look at some of horror's most terrifying villains who have been portrayed by multiple actors, but are forever linked to just one. As we look at Gunnar Hansen's Texas Chainsaw legacy, as showcased in Mike Kalio's documentary Dinner with Leatherface, we'd like to examine 5 other classic villains and their external link to one notable performer. Freddy Krueger, the wisecracking dream demon with the burned face and razor glove. Since 1984, he has been synonymous with one man, Robert Englund. Englund's chilling portrayal mixed horror and dark humour, defining the character for generations. But in 2010, Jackie Earle Haley took on the role in a reboot. Though a talented actor, the shadow of Englund loomed too large. For fans, there is only one true Freddy. Englund himself once said, "I think my Freddy is rooted in the fear of the unknown, the way nightmares feel when you're trapped. You wake up and you're still afraid." His ability to inject both terror and personality into the role is what cemented his legacy. The hockey mask, the machete, the unstoppable force. Jason Voorhees has been played by multiple stuntmen and actors, from Warrington Gillette in Friday the 13th Part 2 to Derek Mears in the 2009 reboot. But ask any horror fan, and one name echoes louder than the rest: Kane Hodder. With his menacing movements and signature breathing, Hodder made Jason more than just a masked killer. He made him a presence. Yet, despite his connection to the role, he was never brought back for the later films, a decision fans still debate to this day. Hodder once reflected, "I played Jason as if he was always seething, always full of rage just under the surface. That made him more terrifying because he wasn't just a mindless killer. He had intent." His portrayal remains the definitive version for many. The Shape, the boogeyman. Michael Myers is fear incarnate. Over the years, many actors have donned the mask, but Nick Castle, the man behind the mask in John Carpenter's 1978 classic, set the standard. His eerie, calculated movements defined what it meant to be Michael. Even though others have taken up the knife, Castle's presence remains the most haunting. Castle himself once said, "John told me to move like a cat, slow and deliberate. That stillness is what made Michael so unnerving." His performance wasn't just about wearing the mask, it was about embodying pure, silent evil. Doug Bradley's performance as Pinhead in the Hellraiser series brought an eerie sophistication to horror. More than just a grotesque monster, Pinhead was articulate, intelligent, and strangely charismatic. Bradley once described his approach. "Pinhead is not a raving lunatic. He is cold, calculating, and has an elegance to his horror." When the role was recast in later films, many felt that the original soul of the character was lost. Last but not least, we go to a legend. Few actors have left an imprint on horror quite like Anthony Hopkins as Hannibal Lecter. Though Brian Cox first played the role in Manhunter, and Mads Mikkelsen redefined it for television, it was Hopkins' portrayal in The Silence of the Lambs that became legendary. His chilling stillness, the deliberate way he spoke, and his piercing stare made Lecter unforgettable. Hopkins once revealed, "I based his voice on HAL 9000 from 2001: A Space Odyssey. Calm, logical, and terrifying." His portrayal won him an Academy Award, proving that horror villains can be just as iconic as any hero. Horror icons may change faces, but the essence of true terror is timeless. The question is, when you close your eyes and think of your worst nightmare, which version do you see? Let us know in the comments, and please be sure to check out Dinner with Leatherface, now available from Anchor Bay Entertainment.